It's a pleasure knowing that you're with us on UBC TV. Thank you so much for always making us a TV of your choice. We are here from 6:30. Every weekday we are here, and what do we do best is to ensure that you start your day a very informed person. That we do by letting you know what is happening locally, internationally, what is trending, and of course those light moments, the laughters, the jokes here and there, just to spice up your morning. I'm Robert Chirabo. That is in case you've just joined. And this morning, I am honored to have three gentlemen from Kabalega Secondary School, and these are members of the Old Boys Association. Now, have you ever heard of this school? If not, it is one of the traditional schools, one of the giants, I must say. They will tell me more if they are still, or over time they have been, they are now sailing in a storm, whereas previously they were in a very calm sea. But join me, welcome Engineer Tony Mugenyi, who happens to be the chairperson of the Kabalega Secondary School Old Boys Association, seated just next to me. You're welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and dear viewers. I'm the chairperson of the Kabalega Old Boys Association, which is an alumni association that brings together old boys. There are 5 generations, and the school, having opened its gates in 1959, has a number of hobbies out there, and the association brings them together for purposes of promoting the development of the school and also promoting and networking hobbies for prosperity. Thank you. And
then just next to him is Honorable Akuzikibwe Ronald, who is a Member of Parliament, Bururi County in Masindi District.
Thank you very much, moderator, and our viewers. I want to as well greet you and say good morning. My name once again is Akugizibwe Aled Ronald. I am a teacher by profession, an old boy of the mighty Kabalega Secondary School, and a Member of Parliament representing the people of Bururi constituency in the 11th Parliament. Thank you.
Yes, I have an MP with me, but also this mighty school, like he had said, like he has said, even produces great leaders like members of Parliament. And at the extreme end, I have Kusima Alfred, who is a member of Kasaba, if I have it right, which is the Kabalega Senior Secondary School Old Boys Association. Welcome to the show.
A very good morning, viewers. Kusima Alfred, my name's a member of Kabalega Secondary School Old Boys Association, a former house captain of Winnie House, for what reason also championing it this year as part of our project to launch, but also a former 3-term serving Secretary General to the NEC of the Old Boys Association. Thank you.
So our viewer, don't ask me where are the ladies. Kabalega Senior Secondary School, you know, we have people who are very gender sensitive in every issue. So I must clarify that. I don't want them to say I didn't watch the show because ladies were not part of it. This is a school that grooms, teaches boys only. So that's why you have the Old Boys Association. Now, I want to start with the chairperson. When you talk about Kabalega Senior Secondary School, for a person who may, never doubt, have heard of this for the first time, paint a picture. I heard a honorable say the giant. Where is this school located? What makes it a giant? Is it simply being a traditional school? Market your...
Thank you very much, moderator. Dear viewers, Kabalega Secondary School is one of the traditional schools. It is located in Masindi. It is a boys' school, having been established in 1959. This school was constructed under the US aid of the 60s, And it has been one of the best performing schools in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and even the 2000s. It's a school constructed with very beautiful infrastructure, and has had so many old boys who have gone through, a number of them holding responsible positions in the country. We have the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Honorable Justice Yabakama. We have the Minister of Public Service, Honorable Muruli Mukasa. We have the Inspector General of Police, Basi Byakagawa, so on and so forth. Now
I feel the mightiness.
Yes,
we continue.
Now our association basically strives to promote the development of the school. Fortunately, over the years, as is common with other traditional schools, the school's performance and infrastructure have deteriorated. But as an Old Boys Association, we've stepped in to improve both the academics and the infrastructure. And I must say that we are on an upward trajectory towards restoring the old glory of the school. This day we shall have our annual general meeting to discuss school development programs. We shall launch a water project that we've just accomplished as Old Boys. We shall also discuss welfare issues that regards to the Old Boys. We have investment schemes, we have a circle. We also share knowledge on a number of things. So principally, then we shall give back to the community. We have doctors and professionals. So we shall have an eye clinic, a free eye clinic, that will give free eye diagnostic and treatment services to the people of the surrounding community, because these are the people who looked after us when we were in school. So I call upon all Old Boys who haven't joined the association and well-wishers to please come and be with us on Saturday.
Now this takes me to Honorable, having really told us about this school and mentioned a few products of the school. Yes, no wonder it is true, the Honorable called it the mighty Kabalega. Yes. And very important to note is that many traditional schools today are struggling, one, with infrastructure, though some Old Boys associations and have done so great. Last weekend it was Busoga Mwidi College, where they had their homecoming of 113 years, and they are working on. But the biggest challenge has been their academic stature. Talk about Kabalega Senior Secondary School, the giant. Yes. Today we see these challenges. How are you as the Old Boys Association going to restore this glory? Because for infrastructure it is easy. You have the head of the Electoral Commission, police, we have honorables here. If you get to that 11th Parliament, of course, we have an engineer here, we have doctors here, we have, so for that it is bring together money. Then the asbestos are removed, the toilets and all, but the element of academics.
Thank you very much, our moderator. I want to begin by enriching the list of the old boys that our chair gave, so that you can feel the mightiness of the school. Let me take you through the members of parliament that this school has produced in this 11th parliament. We have, of course, myself, Bururi County. We have Honorable David. He's the member of parliament for Kigorovia in Hoima. We have Honorable Pius Wakabi, the member of parliament for Bugahia in Hoima. We have Honorable Jacob Karvanga. He's the member of parliament for Kibanda South. We have Honorable Derek Orone. He's the member of parliament for Gogonyo County in Palisa. We have Honorable Feta. He's a member of parliament of Aivu in Arua. We are having Honorable Nathan Vyanyima from Isinjiro, and very many others. Then we also have, of course, himself. He could not, he's the chief materials engineer in the Ministry of Works and Transport. We are having Dennis Musinguzi, we have Brigadier Felix Kulaije, and very many others. So this is a school that has produced this human resource for the country. I want to say that over time, we've had a problem with our traditional schools, not only Kabalega, but all the other traditional schools. It is only a few like the St. Mary's, Kisubi, the Budos, and whatever that a little survived. Because, yeah, at least for them, they are. But most of the traditional schools, especially up country, the situation has not been so good, especially in terms of the performance. And this is the very reason as to why the old boys or the old students have to come in and like, we know how things used to be done, what went wrong. So for us as old boys of Kabalega, we had to come up and say what happened to our school and what can we do. And like the chair has taken us through, we have done a number of projects and we are continuing. But most importantly, given the big kind of, you know, human resource that we have today, we believe these are people that the current students can look up to. So we always get time and go to these students. We talk to them. We encourage them. We inspire them. For example, he'll go and meet the physics class. I'll go and meet the mathematics class. A doctor will go and meet the biology class. Lawyers will meet the history and whatever classes. We try to inspire these people. Then we equally, you know, education has very many stakeholders. So we don't only look at the school, the infrastructure and whatever, but we equally have to look at the parents, we look at the students and all the other stakeholders. And as all the boys, one thing we've done is to equally scout for good teachers.
Okay.
So we've always scouted for good teachers, even if a teacher is in Arua or the teacher is in Eastern Uganda or wherever, for as long as we know you're good and you can do for us good work, we have scouted them. Then we've tried to look at how we can improve on the welfare of the teachers. I told you in the beginning that I'm a teacher by profession, and prior to my joining politics, eventually joining the 11th Parliament, as a teacher at King's College, Budo. So issues of education, I think I understand them so well. So we always try to raise resources to support our teachers, to support the students, and encourage them here and there. Yes.
Now, this takes me to my brother, Alfred. Now, he's given us the element of performance, academics. But you know, old boys, OGs or OBs, now here we're talking about only old boys that I explained in the beginning of the show. This is a single school. Now, what projects can you proud in as the alumni or as the Old Boys Association that you've given back to the school that made you?
Thank you very much, moderator. There are a couple of them, but probably I would highlight a few to start with. To begin with, we did restock the library with very timely and a material that is on the need of the current market, the marketability of our students. We have restocked as well the dining hall with furniture. There have been computer lab projects where we have equally supported in terms of equipping the laboratory. There have been, we have constructed, supported construction of basketball, among other sport events. And of course, if you Google now, you will know that we have been performing very well in terms of sports. So that is also a place that we can pride of. We have equally given out bursaries to our very own, especially even some of the students in communities that have struggled with fees. That is on record, and we have fruits there to pride of. We have also, like my colleague was saying, supported or placed a hand in terms of ensuring that we're supporting the governance structure of the school, or maybe putting it back to the road. mindful that not only us were struggling and others, but I think with our support as old boys, we have seen that happen, and I think we're on a good trajectory. I can mention that proudly. And many others we have supported also in equipping the school with green tech. Apparently, I'm sure that there are even clubs that we're working with very closely with the school to ensure that the school is also not being left behind while we address issues of climate change and all that. So where we are, we can say it's been a good path, and we can only say the struggle continues.
The struggle continues, indeed. Bring me back to the president of this association. Now, you talked about an event that is going to be happening. Is this going to be at the school? And what do you intend to achieve? Because I think these have been happening over and over. And sometimes there are certain things that we follow, like religion. We meet every year at the school, we eat, we drink, but what impact? How different is this event going to be from the rest that have been happening?
Thank you, moderator. First of all, we shall meet and review progress of the past year as an association, and then have plans. We intend to undertake another project for one of the houses, that is the Winnie House, and we shall take it as an opportunity to plan and see how we execute that in the coming year. Then we shall also use it as an opportunity to ask government and remind the government to fulfill its pledge that of rehabilitating the school under the traditional schools project, which is on. Then as members, we are increasingly and saving together. We shall try to discuss our challenges. The meeting will be preceded by the discussions in the various, the circle and the investment program. So basically that is that, to review the plans of the next year and also look at the progress back, discuss savings and investments, and see how we take our projects forward.
You talked about the rehabilitation. Are you, what specific areas? Are you working on the roof? Are you, you know, more clarity?
Okay, yeah, we have a whole dormitory. One of our own, an architect, a team of engineers, has put together a technical brief, drawings and specifications. We want to rehabilitate an entire dormitory, having successfully constructed the school water scheme. We now want to move towards a dormitory. There's a house called Winnie House. Winnie is named after Satito Winnie, who was one of the best loved and known kings of the Bunyoro Kingdom during the times of the colonial turbulence. So we want to first rehabilitate that house as we wait for government to come and pick up. We shall partner with the parents, as we've been doing on the other projects. Then of course there are areas we've been supporting, like support teaching. Our OBs who are teachers go there and teach. We shall strengthen that area. Those collaborations of greening the school, so on and so forth, just to mention a few.
Well, I'm still with Kabalega Secondary School Old Boys, and these are members of the Old Boys Association. I have the president, I have also two members, of course, and a former treasurer of this organization. Allow me to go for a very short break. Now, when we return, we'll still be focusing more on what is going to happen and why the old boys must be present and must attend the school that made them.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
A woman's journey is not just the places she's been, but the different people she's become. It's the evolution of her identity. If you're a female creative, a writer, a passionate actress, a producer, a director, or working in the film industry, this is your tribe. Join us for the Women in Film Symposium 2024 on October 26th at Skies Hotel Nakuru under the theme Skilling Women in Film for Equality, Sustainability and Advocacy. Don't miss live performances, cocktails, awards, workshops, networking, panel discussions, and so much more. Gates open at 4 p.m. The fee is 50,000 Uganda shillings, payable via Momo Pay Code 713362 or call 0786 312 218. Sponsored by
Made in Mbale, the ultimate trade show and expo 2024. Join us for an exciting showcase of Made in Uganda industrial products, proudly presented by Honorable Minister Evelyn Anite and Chairman Tiang Tang Group Paul Zhang. The trade show will be held at Mbale Industrial Park on 18th and 19th October 2024. Come and experience the best of Ugandan industry, all products from Mbale Industrial Park. Entrance is absolutely free. The chief guest, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, with other guest speakers including the Vice President, Her Excellency Jessica Lupo, the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Robin Nabanja, the Minister of Finance, Honorable Matia Kasaija. The Mbale Industrial Trade Show and Expo by Uganda, Build Uganda, powered by the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development.
The East Africa UK Tourism and Culture Expo 2024 is here, happening on 8th and 9th of November 2024 under the theme Enhancing Tourism as Engine for Social and Economic Transformation on the sidelines of WTM London at the Valo PI South Kensington, London, SW7 2RS United Kingdom. For tickets, exhibitors will pay £1,000 and participants will pay £300. For more information, call +256 787 096 100 or +254 795 806 969. Visit www.eaukTourismExpo.com to register.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Welcome back and thank you so much for being with us. Robert Chirabo Nyonyitono, and with me I have Old Boys of Kabalega Secondary School Association. Now they are having an event that is coming up, a retreat for them to ensure that they discuss so much. I'm now also very interested, and so is an OB watching, a member of this association. Is it voluntary or is it a must that once you went to the school you automatically qualify to be a member of the association, or do you apply? How do I become one? Former Secretary General, 2-3 times, please. I begin with you.
Thank you, moderator and viewers. Very interesting question in there. Ultimately, if through the red gates of Kabalega Secondary School, you are a member of the association. However, of course, just like any other association, the sense of ownership and belonging comes with an obligation of subscribing as a member, where we do have a membership fee, which we do require that fully paid up members do subscribe to. Because we don't paid that don't participate. Yes. They do, but also we are coming from a perspective where for our continuity, those small resources do help and support the activities that we are championing here. So precisely that's how you become a member of Kabalega Secondary Old Boys Association. And indeed, any viewer out there, if you know you went through the red gates of Kabalega Secondary School in Masindi, you are late if you're not yet a subscribed member. Thank you.
Yes, that was very important, because sometimes people just assume their member don't give back to the school that made them, but someone just says, no, I went through such a school and therefore I automatically qualify. You could automatically qualify, But then, what is your landmark towards that school? I think being a member, being a registered member.
Oh, yes.
I think that is the right term. Being a registered member of the Kabalega Secondary School Old Boys Association is much better. Now, earlier on, we talked about government giving a hand in rehabilitation of these old schools or traditional. Again, the legislator that we have with us. How far, what is this? Because you're the people that discuss these things in this august house, the mighty parliament of Uganda.
Yes. Thank you so much once again, moderator. I equally sit on the Education and Sports Committee of Parliament. And I want to say that as government, we are having a project that is specifically designed to help the traditional schools. And ULAN project, and I want to say we're already moving, we have already done the mapping of these traditional schools, and we are trying to work on, you know, the resources to make sure we are good to go. I want to say that we are already on course, and the government is very committed to make sure it revives or helps in reviving these traditional schools. Then, moderator, I equally want to talk about this since we are talking about education generally. Yesterday, the President gave us a letter that was written to the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sport, all members of Parliament. And he was quoting what has happened in Arebutong district, where pupils are being denied exams and also going to class because of failure to pay the small school fees. The President says, no, if you have sat as a PTA and agreed that every pupil should pay, say, 10,000, again, don't turn around and say whoever has not paid the 10,000 must not come. Remember, government always sends the grants to this school. Government pays the teachers. Government has built the infrastructure in these schools. So the President is advising that if you have persuaded the parents and they have agreed we shall be paying a certain amount of money, again, if someone has not paid, let that person benefit from the other part of the government at least, other than chasing the children away, denying them the opportunity to sit for exams. It is bad and people will be arrested.
Now, Honorable, you've opened a can of worms. First, let's understand why that yet government pays everything. And don't you think that is going to even demoralize those that have been paying? One says mine will benefit from the others that pay.
You know, it is very important that you take the parents through the reasons as to why you must pay. Yes. You will agree with me that there are parents out there who cannot afford the 10,000, the 20,000. That is very true. So for us as the government, we are saying those who can afford. You know, even when you are organizing for a wedding, someone can 1,000 and then will contribute 1 million, and the other will say, I have come with my coke. The other one can say, I have my energy. I'll be able to do this. So you'd rather say, if you don't have the 10,000, can you bring some beans? You try to put some alternative other than saying, because you have not paid the 10,000, you've not paid the 15,000, you must not come to school. No. And that is the advice of the President. Because we are saying it is universal. Primary education. That word universal is key.
And education is a human right.
It is.
Well, very interesting. But just to encourage parents, if you've been part of the arrangement and accepted as PTA, please, we thank government for UPE, but you have a responsibility as a parent. That's why I, for one, advocate for children by choice, not chance. Well, I'll come to the chairperson here. Now, let's go more into the retreat that is going to be happening. Yes.
Yeah, the retreat starts on Friday. Friday, we are giving back to the community. We have a mobile eye clinic from Mengo Hospital. Eye clinic services are not very common in that part of our region. So we call upon all our members of the community, surrounding areas who have eye problems to come for eye checkup. There will be experts from Mengo Hospital. As part of the team, we'll also have our OBs, to give free eye check and treatment to the members of the community. Then Friday is the day of the AGM, starting at 10. We shall have the annual general meeting of members, where we shall present our progress reports and plans. Then in the afternoon, we shall have some sports activities between the old boys and the students. Then in the evening, we shall have a fundraiser. As I said earlier, we want to embark on another infrastructure project, that is the all boys. I know we are associated and we stayed in different houses, but we agreed to put our synergies together and try Winnie. Then when Winnie is done, probably the Winnie house, we can now move to Lumumba. So this is not a project for only the Winnians, but all of us should come together, support Winnie. Then next year maybe we shall work on Kennedy, so on and so forth. And I take this opportunity also to appeal to really come and handle the rest of the rehabilitation of the infrastructure.
So it's a lot of activity involved there. All the boys going to sleep there? Because I'm looking at, since it is a boys' school, are you going to mix around? So how is that going to be done, Secretary General Fuma?
Thank you very much. You highlight a very pertinent question in there. One key thing to mention, by the old boys of Kabalega are very, 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 very sensitive and are very, they take issues of gender very seriously. And just to answer that question, I can confirm to you that we have provisions in and around Masinde for how they will be catered for. But key to note, we are very responsible people, by the way. I need to mention that. All boys of Kabalega are very responsible, and we always encourage where need be. If you can always call them our Saint Teresa. Saint Teresa was a close sister school, which is also a single school, and normally we bring in that blend. But please, we normally encourage also for those who are spouses, let them know where you came from, let them appreciate where the school that made you, come with them, come with the children, why not? And let them also appreciate where my father or dad started from. I know that's a great moment for them also to have touch with your roots. Yeah, precisely. We are still standing on the key issue that members will be catered for in terms of how they are mobilized, where they will stay. That shouldn't be a problem.
We've not talked about merrymaking. Honorable, here, after budget reading or something successful, there is an element of merrymaking. So where is this in the entire program?
Actually, we are going to have the merrymaking, and we shall interact. We need these alumni associations for social capital. Yes, so that you can tap into the others' capital. So we are going to have the merrymaking. In most cases, we normally have a given OB host us for an evening at his home. Then we can always have some drinks here and there, as we try to, build that social capital, like I have said. So we are going to have a lot of eats, a lot of drinks, especially water and other things. And of course, we shall enjoy. Yes, some dancing.
These of Kabalega Secondary School in Masindi. And much as we've been talking, the dates and venue also are a must for someone who is coming, who is watching. And is it only restricted to OBs and their spouses, or even well-wishers? Yes, President.
OBs, their spouses, and well-wishers are welcome to the fundraiser. We shall have a fundraising barbecue in the evening at a hotel that is after the AGM. And all well-wishers, all our spouses, all our friends are welcome.
Well, those are the reasons why you should be part of this gathering. Now I'll just be giving each of my guests 2 minutes for their parting shot. And let me begin with the gentleman at the extreme end.
Thank you very much, viewers. My parting shot is a key thing. Our connection is our social capital, and of course, in the world we're living in, all you're doing, but as long as your connectivity and your net worth is not weighing in terms of social capital, you're losing it. Dear members watching us, if you're a Kabalegan, you went through the red gates and not yet subscribed as a member, you're late. I will say this again. Time is now. Be part of this event. Well wishers, karibu sana. Parents, please, there is no any other school you can recommend for a boy child than Kabalega. Karibu, and wish you all the best. Please, let's be there.
Okay, Honorable, your parting shot.
Thank you very much, moderator and viewers. I want to appreciate our parents out there for supporting the school, and I want to say that as old boys, we shall continue supporting our school, and we shall continue doing all it takes to make sure that our school moves forward. And I want to say that everybody, especially the old boys, you're most welcome to our retreat. Come, we enjoy, we discuss issues of development, we tap into one's capital. Remember, your social capital is your net worth. So the issue is, whom do you know? Or that other person you know, whom do they know? So come and tap into the social capital. Let's talk to the boys. Let's encourage them. Let's be there and see how we develop our school. And of course, as government, we are committed to making sure that the education sector does even better. It is doing well, but it does even better. And then finally, about the issue of, I want to bring it to the attention of the viewers that education, like I said in the beginning, has got very many stakeholders. So can all the stakeholders come on board to make sure that we get an all-round child? Otherwise, should you, the parent, leave the responsibility to only the teachers, or you only leave the responsibility to the government, you are in trouble. So if the head teacher says, can we do this for the good of the children? Please, dear parents, colleague parents, let us support our children. Let's support our head teachers and teachers to make sure that they give the very best to our children. And finally, I want to say that the school to be is none other than the mighty Kabalega Secondary School. Thank you very much. I can conclude by at least greeting my people, the people who made me go to the mighty house, like you said. So I want to appreciate once again all the people of Bururi County, Masindi District. Thank you for making me who I am. I love you so much, and I'll continue selflessly working for you as we develop our constituency.
Some of your voters may not have understood. I'll give you a minute to do that in the language they understand better.
Oh, wonderful. Ngoza kutwala mugisa guno kusiima abantu bange nywena ba Bururi abanfola kike kindi abasoboye kundeeta kunanyonka baho makamera gano gatali maani ganyo tinya kubaire ningabamu. So ngoza kubasiima kandi ngoza kuongera kubaraganiza ngunkwija agenda omaiso nimbakola n'omutima gumu hataroho kujwa hakuona hataroho kweganya kandi ebyokola bikyali bingi nawe ki omaiso iyo bola kala kantu ka face can okiolo choite. Thank you very much.
You see, in the local language it was longer.
Possibly it is more convincing.
I rest my case, President, please.
For this opportunity, you've granted us, our association, to come and talk to the nation and the world at large about our activities. We don't take UBC's offer for granted. Away from that, I really call upon all old boys to come and we embark on this journey of putting back our school, putting back the glory of our school. I also call upon them to come and work on this journey of building a network that can support our prosperity. Your ideas, your resources, your physical presence are all needed by the association. I thank you. Now.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and I'm happy that you have a strong Old Boys Association. It gives me joy when I see that old boys or OGs, for mixed schools and OBs come together to give back to their school. I was
Possibly other schools can borrow a leaf.
yeah,
from
more
us.
so.
Yes.
Other schools can borrow a leaf, but I know some schools are doing it.
Yes.
Kabalega, traditional schools, Kabalega, Busoga College, Mwiri. Now I call upon my O-level OBs of Ndeje Senior Secondary Schools, secondary school. Where are we? And of course, the St. Mary's Chitende. That one, we are not a traditional school. The mighty St. Mary's Chitende. Also, we can do more than just meeting and merrymaking. Have a lovely day. God bless you.
Thank you.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
A woman's journey is not just the places she's been, but the different people she's become. It's the evolution of her identity. If you're a female creative, a writer, a passionate actress, a producer, a director, or working in the film industry, this is your tribe. Join us for the Women in Film Symposium 2024 on October 26th at Skies Hotel Nakuru under the theme Skilling Women in Film for Equality, Sustainability and Advocacy. Don't miss live performances, cocktails, awards, workshops, networking, panel discussions and so much more. Gates open at 4 p.m. The fee is 50,000 Uganda shillings, payable via Momo Pay Code 713362 or call 0786 312 218. Sponsored by
Made in Mbale, the ultimate trade show and expo 2024. Join us for an exciting showcase of Made in Uganda industrial products, proudly presented by Honorable Minister Evelyn Aniche and Chairman Tiang Tang Group Paul Zhang. The trade show